there's the saying, you know, you can't change the waves, you can only learn to ride them. And I mean, that's life, that's the seas, that's, you know, everything. Water is everything. Our bodies are made up of majority water. So I mean, water is a part of you. So you got to learn to live with it. No, you can't fight it. You fight against water and you're gonna lose. We have to preserve it for the future. I mean, I want my son to be able to go and catch a fish one day, you know, and that's the big thing, is protecting what we have, because it is very volatile. It could be wiped away in an instant. Think about the future. You have to. If you don't, then I mean, you're not gonna have one.
When you talk about sustainability and you start to think about, man, am I gonna lose the shrimp that I love? Am I gonna lose the oysters that I love? And when I lose that, am I gonna lose the oyster fishermen, the shrimpers? We can't sustain ourselves here at Dookie Chase if our sources can't sustain themselves. We're all one. We're all pulling from the same source, right? So we have to be sustainable. We have to support the people that's doing it the right way to make it sustainable, so we can continue doing what we're doing and be sustainable.
Rice in Louisiana is really much more than just a crop. It's a way of life, and a lot of people, you know, that really aren't from this area don't realize that, you know, everything that we do starts with rice. It's a staple of most meals here, whether it's gumbo, jambalaya, and crawfish comes along and it just adds to the flavor. It adds a whole different dynamic. They both go really well, not only in the field, but on the plate. Ecosystem that the rice and crawfish and even the soybeans and all the 6,000 acres, when you really sit back and look at the way that the system is all designed, everything complements each other and everything feeds off each other. Soybean crop will change up a bunch of weed cycles, put some nitrogen back in the ground, increase the soil till, which subsequently helps the next rice crop. We will harvest 2 crops of rice, then we'll come back and we'll go into crawfish production. All the while providing waterfowl habitat, the crawfish ponds. When we finish with that, we're going to go in and lower the water. We can take that water, reuse it on other rice fields, provide shorebird habitat at that point. So there's a method to the madness here. Everything that we're doing is all interrelated. It's all a big system, and it's all intertwined. All of our conservation practices, our sustainable. Our main goal here is always to leave it better than what we got it as. So hopefully the 7th generation will be able to take advantage of that.
A lot of what we do is based on Mother Nature. And, you know, I mean, if we're good to Mother Nature, she's good to us. It's really rewarding to see the next generation picking up where I left off from. And you know, they have a long road ahead of them, but you know, they have an upper hand because they understand that, you know, as long as they're good stewards of the environment, try to do good, they're gonna make a good, honest living. It's a good feeling when people talk good about the seafood you're bringing them. You know, we sell to some of the highest end restaurants in New Orleans, and they just beside themselves about the quality of the seafood that we bring. You know, I mean, they're all on board when we say we got stuff for coming to the city. They want it, you know, so it's just a good feeling knowing that you're feeding some people some of the best food that they can eat.
That's the key of talking about sustainability, right? And doing things right, and making sure the farmer or the rice farmer is doing it right, and the guy who's producing the sausage is doing it right, and where we getting our seafood is doing it in the right way. Because I want people to enjoy gumbo long after I'm gone. I want my great-grandkids to be telling this story and unifying people over a great bowl of gumbo. And that means a lot to us, because as we say, gumbo changes the course of America. So I want that change to happen over and over again where it needs to change.